There we go. What's up, everybody? Post game is on the air. Welcome to the Nodq.com Wrestling Trivia Challenge post game show here on the Jeff Meacham Network. I am, of course, Jeff Meacham, your host extraordinaire, if you will. Thank you again for tuning in just now over on the Greg Cherry brand. It is much appreciated. Thank you guys for watching the Trivia Challenge each and every other week, I should say. We'll get to that in a minute. But another great contest between two very worthy contenders, without question. Let me, matter of fact, while I am talking about the contenders, let me bring in one of them right now. He is in the queue, waiting for his return once again to the Championship Network. He is Statboy. Mikey, what is up, brother? I can't see the background. Give me 1 second. I want to see. There it is. There's the background. There we go.
How's it going, everybody? Hello, my internet
Mikey,
fans. Thank you for watching.
You and I have been talking about you being on for, like you said on the show, a couple of years, and I think it's awesome that you got your opportunity at last, sir.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I was just chomping at the bit just to play because, you and I and our brothers, we would do this a lot at the old Casa days. We'd be watching Raw and we'd all be on our laptops and, King would say something, JR would say something, Michael Cole would say something, and the next thing you know, here I am on my laptop trying to confirm it, and we'd buy books and we'd play games, and I'm like, I got to get back into this. And like I said, I'm glad it was done, and I'm looking forward to the next one.
Absolutely, and we will have more coming up, as we mentioned on the show. It's every 2 weeks on the Greg Cherry brand. That way, we don't get so behind, if you will, on contenders, as Rocky would say. By the way, thank you everybody for being in the chat room. Greatly appreciated. From Wrestling Fan 98 to Ty Marshall, thank you both for watching. Wrestling Fan, again, this is the NoDQ.com Wrestling Trivia post-game show. Basically, if you didn't watch the Wrestling Trivia Challenge on the Greg Cherry brand, you're going to be a little behind, and you're going to get a spoiler if you didn't already hear what we just said. So, sorry. But, it is what it is. Since that's been recorded, I noticed that Mikey did shave the beard, and now he's getting the stubble going here. Are we going for a quarantine look, or are we just saying fuck everything?
This was the result of it was getting unmanageable, and
right.
The barbershops were still closed. And I literally went to the local Target, and there was only one kit available left.
Ooh.
Yeah. And so I kept the mustache. I'm kind of looking like a Freddie Mercury going on here. And so I'm just letting this.
I see that. Absolutely. There we go.
Yeah. This was all cleaned up, but now it's stubbly again, and it's okay. And hopefully by the time it fills out again, I can go get it properly done, because now everything is coming back to normal slowly. So,
well, yes, they're saying that across the country, but at the same time, we have to keep in mind that, just because New York is going back to quote unquote normal, normal is relative, unfortunately. So it really will come down to what our local governments, agencies, whatever you want to call them, have to say. So hopefully you'll be back to work before too long. Hopefully we'll be able to go out in public, if you will, as the dream would say, before too long, and hopefully things will.
Yeah,
hopefully will right itself at some point.
Back to work. I need to get back to work like quick, because
I hear you, brother. I hear you.
2 months now. We've been.
Yeah, I think I'm the only person in my circle whose actual means of making money has not been affected. Matter of fact, it has been affected. It's increased dramatically since this lockdown, because I ain't got shit to do except this. So, it's a beautiful thing. But, Mikey, as we do on WTC, there is no real losers. There are only winners and survivors. And as a survivor of the Greg Cherry massacre, as everybody else has been, you get a consolation prize. I'm going to throw it up on the screen so everybody can see. We're going to send this your way. It is a signed 8x10 from Greg and I, saying thank you for appearing on the show. We greatly appreciate it. And there you go. The official logo, the official channel URL, everything. That goes to everybody that competes on the Wrestling Challenge. And if for whatever reason Greg happens to lose, then I'll have to make a new picture. Because I'm just too lazy to do one right now. But Mikey, thank you so much for being on. It is much appreciated. Thank you for being on the Wrestling Trivia Challenge. And I do have an announcement to make regarding our Statboy here. He is now officially the Wrestling Trivia Challenge Statboy, because starting in 2 weeks, when we do our next show, Michael B., I Am the Sky in my ear, doing the count for me, because yes, I counted today, but I got lucky. So Mikey will be in my ear during the recording, and he'll be keeping count for me. That's the beauty of a headset. Only, I can make sure only Mikey hears me. So it's a glorious thing like that. So there you go. So we will have that, and there you go. So thank you again, Mike. Appreciate it. We will be right back here on the WTC Wrap-Up with the champion. Stay tuned. Where'd my glasses go? Oh, hell. I don't know where my glasses went, but hang on a second here. That's what I get for doing technology. Bear with me, folks. I can't see. There we go. I was trying to be all slick in 30 seconds, which is not a good idea for me to ever try. But anyway, Craig Terry, the champ is here. Ba-bum, ba-bum. The champ is here. Ba-bum, ba-bum. And we both got the 32 belts rocking. I dig it the most.
Yep. And here's one of those belts.
Yeah, mine finally came in the mail. This is like, right here you go. This is the darkest, like it looks so much darker green on the screen than it actually is. It's actually a nice green.
Yeah. I really like
I'm not sure why.
Yeah, I got one of the fruits, I believe, or later. But hey.
Yeah, so this shirt is here. I'm waiting on the hope was that the WTC shirt would show up in time for today's post game. So maybe in 2 weeks we'll have the WTC for the post game in blue, if you will, blue and white, and the other Greg Cherry brand shirts as well. If I get the GC brand shirt, I'll wear that on the next taping. So there you go. But just had Mike on and made the announcement. He is the official Eye in the Sky, counting the score, if you will. So he'll be on with us every week now. You won't hear him or necessarily see him, but he will be right here, making sure I stay on task and don't fuck it up, quite frankly. But everybody in the queue, this is your warning.
Yep.
You have 2 weeks, less than that.
Mm.
Line up, step up, and make sure your blindfolds are on and your cigarette's being smoked because you're going to get shot.
Yep. So
it's simple as that.
Yeah. So before you continue, I actually have a little bit of an announcement to make regarding Wrestling Trivia Challenge. I've actually brought this to your attention a couple weeks ago, and I believe starting with the next episode, it'll be official. We will actually have a voiceover of somebody doing the rules of Wrestling Trivia Challenge.
Yes, we will. This is true.
And it is somebody who is not in the no DQ circle. It is somebody who is not really in the wrestling circle. That is all I will say for right now.
Okay. But it is official. That person is lined up.
Yes, this person has been on network TV, has been in the movies, and has been on a mobile app. That is all I will say. Figure it out from there.
Okay. Good to know. Those of you in the chat room that are asking wrestling questions today, Talk Wrestling is Monday. So we'll see you there Monday. Appreciate. I love the interaction. Trust me. But this is quite literally a post game show. That's what the show is. So it's started slow. Both you guys started slow, and then once you got, it's amazing. Once you seem to get one or two, then it starts chugging along.
Yeah, and that's been the way my entire run has been. I may not be the fastest starter in the world, but damn, do I finish strong. And Monday, speaking of Monday, since you brought up Talk Wrestling Day Monday will be day number 800 of my championship reign. The road to 1,000 begins.
My goodness, I guess we'll have to have Greg Cherry on Talk Wrestling on Monday then, won't we? Maybe. Yeah, it's very cool that, and people are going to shit on that. And, oh, you never defend the championship. It's like, guys, we said it for a year, step up. I put an email out every single week on my show. Aaron put it out there on social media. You put it on social media before your social media got hacked by a bunch of assholes. Step up. And nobody stepped up. And then when we switched brands and it's like, okay, we're on the Greg Cherry channel now, all of a sudden here they came. Where you been for a year? If you've been squawking for 2 years about lack of defenses and you're not in this queue I have right here on my Instagram, then you're just flat out a puss or you shit talk and you need to go away.
Yeah. It's like people think I've only defended the title like 5 times. I've defended the title over 20 times now.
Exactly.
Every time. And I've had a couple close ones, but I'm still champion for a reason. So, guys, step up.
Yeah.
Steven Jensen, I know he's a buddy of yours. I actually got to talk to him briefly when he was doing one of his live streams with Jesse the Buckeye. And he's interested in doing the show. So I think that would be a good match.
I'd love to see it. It's today was billed as the intersection of two of my cornerstones. You've got you and Mike, of course, both huge part of my wrestling fandom the last, all total 15 years, maybe a little bit more if you count your fandom of the Extreme Mayhem audio show. So, it's, all three of us go back, intertwined many, many years. And, Steve Jensen came along at a time where I wasn't doing anything really and interested me having me on the Fight Talk podcast. And I've done it a few times. I love his show. I love his delivery. I love his style. And he knows his shit. So it'll be a fun contest to hear you guys duke it out.
Yeah.
So that'll be in the coming weeks for sure. Mikey's waiting in the queue. I think I'm just going to bring him in just because I love having both of you guys on. So let me see if I can do this. And we'll do that. There we go. I don't like that. I can't see everybody. Can we do that one? Oh, that's what I wanted. There we go. So, Mikey, again, thank you. I can't hear you.
Yeah, your audio is not up, Mikey.
There we go.
Your audio is not on. Sorry. There we go. Hi, there you go. Okay. So, I almost expected you in the chat room when I did my intro words to reference who I was referencing, and you didn't. I was very
I'm sorry. I guess I missed that. That's my bad. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, let me try the voice and see if you can figure out who it was. Hello, everyone. Have a happy good afternoon, evening, wherever you may be. It's time for Wrestling Trivia Challenge.
I see.
Now, granted, you're an Eagles fan primarily, so I didn't expect you to understand it, but I expect you to at least bite on it and see if you knew who it was. So,
I got you.
God, I miss baseball.
We miss sports in general. Let's be real.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I mean, right now you figure we'd be a month and a half into baseball, so it'd actually be starting to get good. So,
and we'd be in the playoffs.
Yeah. Well, figure right now we'd be into some good baseball. We'd be almost to the end of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Sports would be a beautiful thing right now, but that's why we do what we do, guys, because, this is competition in its purest form. It's a beautiful thing, and we all love wrestling. And, wrestling, whether the mainstream media or anybody likes it or not, is what's keeping us going and keeping us entertained with live content each and every week, sometimes 2 or 3 times a week. So, it's, I was in a meeting yesterday and I missed the panel because of this, because the Kings just happened to do it at the same time we were doing the panel yesterday. But I was in a meeting with our Kings head coach and our COO and our president's operations and our play-by-play guy, and didn't get a whole lot of information I didn't already know. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. But what we did find out, or what actually I asked and was directly answered by our COO, was that there will be more live broadcasts of classic games. Which, you know, I am all about classic games. I love the old time stuff. Both Fox and NBC showed our Stanley Cup wins recently, so you know, I never get tired of that. But
Sure.
I commend Vince and Tony Khan and those guys. People are going to shit on them, and that's fine. That's your prerogative. That's what the Second Amendment's all about, or whatever the hell the First Amendment's all about. Sure. It's about Second Amendment's not that. Sorry. I can't count again. Well, you know what? I can't during the match. I had to fuck up sometime with my count today. The First Amendment is all about, saying what you want to say. But I find it very dismaying that, even though the product is not as good as it could be, it's better than the alternative, which is nothing but having to watch the network, having to watch Impact Plus, having to watch, old Japan stuff or whatever. I'm enjoying the fact that we're getting new stuff. And quite frankly, I haven't talked to you about this, Mikey. I enjoyed Money in the Bank as far as the main event goes.
At the end of the day, I did too. I mean, it was just different. That's all it was. And when it's different, you kind of get that, I don't know about this stuff.
Right. I never would have expected the finish of Otis ending up with that briefcase. He was the last guy on my mind, and I got to believe that's more of an organic feel, much in the same vein as Bryan and Kofi. Greg, would you agree with that? The fact that the fans are so behind Otis that, it's like, okay, well, here.
I believe that's possible. I just hope it's not something that makes people turn on him instantly. But we'll see.
Right.
Because the fans are fickle people, and they will change people.
Yes. They very much are. And from what I read on Nodq, I think it was this morning maybe, or it was on the Nodq Instagram this morning anyway, the original plan was for Shayna to win the briefcase and continue to hound Becky. And the WWE knew about the pregnancy as far back as April 15th. So, yeah, it was booked the way it was booked.
I needed to go back and look at the dates because, Becky is apparently due in December. So she could conceivably come back in time for Mania if she wanted to. I think.
Right. What's funny to me is that if she's due in December, even if, let's say it's December 1st, 9 months before that is end of March, early April. Am I right? Am I doing that math right at least?
It's like early March.
April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Well, all of April starts month 1, so figure mid-March, which means in theory that they taped her Mania match, and she already could have conceived, which is frightening to think about. So, luckily, everything's the math is a bitch. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, but it's so anyway.
I'm a stat boy, not an anatomy major.
That's right. That's it.
So,
let's not get the sci-fi discussion or what.
I was going to say, I don't want to cut you guys off, but got dinner ready for the champ. So I'm going to go eat something because it's like 3:00 your guys' time. So I still got to eat and prepare.
That's right.
For my live stream tomorrow on the NoDQ.com channel. Not Sunday. Sunday, Jen and my anniversary is happening. So.
And I probably will buy.
Well, there you go. Happy anniversary to the champ.
Thank you. So I will see you guys.
I meant Jim, but okay, that's okay. So, yeah. All right. Thank you, Greg, for being in. We'll see you. We'll see you Monday on Talk Wrestling, brother.
All right, sounds good. Bye.
Appreciate it.
Now it's back to you.
All right. I'm gonna get a couple questions. I'm gonna get a couple questions in. What the hell? Because I figure people are asking anyway, and whatever. Let me change the background first because this is no longer the Nodq WTC wrap up show. This is now it's me bullshitting. So let me just there we go. Okay. So the first question is from Ty Marshall. He wants to know my thoughts, or our thoughts, since you're here, Mikey, of Mike Tyson appearing on AEW.
I did see some training video with Mike Tyson sparring, and I'm like, my God, this guy, he'll hurt you. Those fists were going like crazy.
he will still rip your damn head off with a left hand, with a right hand, no question about it. But what he's doing is he's presenting the TNT championship to either Cody or Archer at Double or Nothing 2.
So it's just a name thing? It's just a...
It's much less involved than he was in 98, yes.
Okay.
I mean, if he's training for something, then maybe not, but, you know, we shall see.
We'll see.
So there's that is. Rith Thing, I guess, is the guy's name. I can't really understand that, but do you think Corey Graves is a SmackDown hacker? No, I don't. I think that the only way Corey is the SmackDown hacker is if the rumor innuendo is true and he is in fact making a comeback. Because, you know, Edge has come back, Bryan's come back, you know, Paige is ever training, so, you know, we'll see.
Would I like it to be Punk? Of course, every wrestling fan would, but I don't even think it's him.
Again, you know, I think the reason for, I think Punk, if anything, will be saved for when they return to live streaming. So, again, you know, I live streaming, live broadcast. That's how engrossed I am in my world. It's streaming. Everybody's streaming now. Everything's streaming, Jeff. Relax. So, let's see. Did you want to plug anything you're doing before we wrap up here, since comments are coming in slow? Or
just the normal stuff. Follow me on Twitter at LBStatKid1977. Follow my Facebook page, Statboy Rants, on Facebook. The Dudley Boys book that I'm finishing up, I just got to the final year. So 2015, that's coming up. And then I just got to buy a couple folders, put some pictures together, and that's done. So hopefully Bubba Ray and Devon will pay more attention to their tweets. And once they see the final product, hopefully I can figure out how to get that stuff to them. Other than that, I'm just sitting on the couch, waiting to go back to work, looking for things to do. You know, shoot me some questions if you want. Send me some tweets. I'll do that stuff. And other than that, you know, like I said, stay safe. And I've even I just started today. I was looking up all the COVID-19 cases in all the countries of the world to figure out who's safe and who's got zero. It's finally gotten to that point where I'm looking at all these numbers and I'm like, okay, that country's safe. This county in California is safe. And where's this country? That's how bad it's getting.
And wherever it is, we're moving there. I'm tired of this quarantine bullshit. So
I want to go to St. Barth.
I'm all about that. So you can buy a shirt here on the Jeff Feature Network by going to teespring.com/stores/Jeff Feature Network. Mike, I still owe you a shirt. So there's your choices right there, brother. So any of those you want, let me know off air, and well, I'm not going to surprise you because I don't like surprises. So you let me know. And let's see.
We'll buy a Greg Cherry shirt too.
You know what? Yeah, it for some reason it doesn't look green on the camera, but it actually is like a darker green. I love it.
It looks black. I can't see.
I know.
Green.
It's weird. I mean, I see green unless my eyes are that screwed up where I'm seeing green and everybody else is seeing black. But you know, it's
what color is the shirt? Green or black?
That's right. My therapist will give me the answer, I'm sure, next week. So anyway, thank you guys for watching this week. We will see you Monday with Live Wrestling. Don't forget tomorrow on the Jeff Feature Network, we have Go for the Pin, of course, each and every Saturday with Mikey Q and King V to wrap up the week. And we'll see you next week right here on the Jeff Feature Network.
Bye.